The Weekend Bang is here, everybody, by train. I don't know. But we're delivering it any way it goes. Today we're talking about controversies of 2015. Actually, no, we're talking about controversies of 2014. I am messing up this whole thing, but we're going to keep going because I like this music, actually. And the beat drops. Yeah, there it is. That's awesome. I know you're bobbing your head because I can see you. We got Cory, Jada, and Alex on the show today, and they're going to be talking with me about all those controversies from Gamergate to Flappy Dongs and everything in between. Go to Twitter and give us a follow there at Video Game Bang. Do the same on Facebook, videogame/bang bang or Video Game Bang Bang. That's what it is. Yeah, you know what it is. Tell your friends. We want to hear all from you. We're going to be at SAC Anime. We got a whole bunch of articles coming up for Christmas, I believe, as well. Anything else? Can't think of anything right now. So I guess it's time for you to listen to the show. Wow.
Video Game Bang.
Welcome to another exciting episode of Video Game Bang.
Video Game Bang.
Your weekly source for all things video game. Featuring your fearless hosts, Cory Vincent.
I'm pretty much Microsoft and Marvel. The cans are on. It's when ish gets real. People get shot during the day?
And Aaron Carter.
Buy the armor, I equip it, and it's like pink thong. The guy that delivers vending machine items at my job, he can play it right.
Fill up your Mountain Dew and grab your Doritos. It's time for Video Game Bang.
The show full of technical difficulties because technology is hard. The Weekend Bang is here, everybody. Brought to you by nerdreactor.com. What are you reacting to? Why don't we have shirts that say that yet?
Oh, are you asking?
Yeah, I'm asking. Why don't we have shirts that say, what are you reacting to?
I presume you could make them if you would like to.
Yeah.
You can craft them.
There's something special about the actual company making something. Do you want like a Halo shirt that you went to maketshirts.com and make it yourself?
Yeah, sure.
That's sad. You heard his voice, everybody. He makes his own Halo shirts, so don't sue him, Bungie. Cory Vincent, everybody.
You know what? If I walked in my house and I saw my wife kissing Santa Claus, I'm going to do more than laugh.
You sure?
I'm going to punch that bastard.
And then he leaves with all your gifts?
Oh, damn.
There it is.
Damn. He's going to bribe. What is he? He's going to hold the gifts over my head?
That's what he does.
To make out with people's wives?
Naughty or nice. That's how he...
And what's up with the kid that's singing it? Why is he okay with it? Why is he...
He's a kid.
Yeah, but if he saw his mom kissing a
Santa
fat,
Claus,
hairy man...
Maybe his dad is fat and hairy.
If I saw that, the first thing I'd do would go tell my dad, be like, Dad, we need to whoop this old man up.
Or, you need to let that happen, son, because we need our gifts this year.
That's terrible. I'm not going to let that's commercialism, people.
Another person with a huge beard, but doesn't give out gifts.
Oh, I get plenty of gifts.
That's gross.
He is the gift that keeps on
I
giving.
am the gift that just keeps on giving.
Alex Baggs.
Hi, everybody.
Welcome back, Alex.
Yeah.
Where you been, man?
It's been a hot minute.
Hiatus.
I don't know how long a hot minute is, but it sounded appropriate.
Well, we're at the point in the show where there's so many people that are helping. We try and get everybody on a rotation. Maybe that should be our resolution. We got to get like a schedule.
That was our resolution last year.
You know,
it literally was our resolution. Like, we're going to make a schedule
it was our
of rotation.
You are 100%
It's actually
right.
written down and signed by both of you.
Yeah, and we did not follow it whatsoever.
Sorry.
Another person that hasn't been on the show for quite some time, Jada, everybody.
Woo!
They're both studying the notes right now. That's why they're so...
I'm more trying to get them to load.
Wow.
The internet's hard, as you said.
Told you, technical difficulties.
I love how Aaron's show gets show notes, but last week I had to fly by the seat of my pants on the Video Game Bang, which happens on Wednesdays.
Things came up.
What came up? The show that everyone listens to should be the one that we try and work hardest for.
And that's exactly why I do on this show. Booyakasha!
You walked into that
You sure
one.
did. The door was open, and you said come in. Today's
Kiss my
episode,
wife.
because we're leading up. This is towards the end of the year right now.
Yes.
We're going to be talking about the most hottest games or that we all thought of the year. We're going to be talking about, the big stuff that happened of the year or that's coming out in the future in 2015.
We talked about the worst games of the year on the last episode.
Yeah, so now we're going to talk a little bit about controversies. But first, before we get to all of that, that'll probably even hit up second half, because I've been playing a lot of video games as of lately, which is crazy.
Because you have
Why?
a podcast. Yeah, wow.
Yeah, that's not even it. And then we got some big news. Can we spoil it right here?
Yeah, go for it.
Sacramento Anime, everybody, is a... I don't know.
pillar of the city.
It's becoming bigger and bigger.
Yep.
This Winter Sack Anime has some actual B-listers
I don't know.
of the geek
Yeah,
world.
yeah,
They're
that's
A-listers in my heart. They are. I literally, when I look at the list, I'm like, I like these people. I know these people. Ashley Birch is going to be there.
Yep.
Maybe you can apologize in person.
I will, in fact. If we're here,
I think
will
you have
apologize.
to. I think you're
Yeah.
legally obligated
yeah,
at this
you're-
point.
Who else is going to be there? Oh, we're going to be there.
Yeah, we're going to be
Of
there.
course, we're always going to be there. And we're also doing one thing there as well. We're going to be on a panel.
Yes, sir.
That's right. Cory and Aaron on a panel. You're listening. What are you learning about?
Podcasting 101.
It's not cakes.
Nope.
Cakes?
Then I have to throw all my notes out of the window.
All your materials wasted.
Everything is gone, everybody. I
Still
had
bring the cakes, though.
30 minutes on pastries alone. Yeah, we're doing a panel on podcasting. That's so panel on podcast.
I'll be writing a review for the website.
I would-
It's going to be the hardest, most critical
can't-
review I've ever written.
You know why I'm kind of stoked about this? Now, I've done panels before with previous jobs that I've had, well, job that I had, and it was more of an educational thing, trying to get youth away from gangs and all that type of
The
stuff.
Utes?
Yeah, and but this one we've been to 5 conventions, I
Yeah.
would say.
Yeah, maybe
And we've
5.
sat in a lot of panels, so we've seen
Dozens, yeah.
we've seen how it goes. We've seen the worst.
Yes.
I'm not naming any names because I can't remember that guy's name.
I don't either. I know who you're talking about, though.
Yeah, and we've seen some good ones, so I'm putting a lot on us
Oh, man.
because
I don't need any more pressure, man.
I think we've learned.
Have you?
Yes, I think we. I would hope so.
Some can only learn by doing.
Well, I said I've done. Have you done any panels of
I've done
anything?
I've done a lot of stuff.
How much public speaking have you done?
I've done a lot of public speaking.
A lot of public speaking. That is
Yeah.
good. Okay.
Not as myself, usually, but yeah.
What the hell? Then as
What does
who?
that mean?
Yeah, I don't even know what that
theater,
means.
Oh,
theater.
theater.
Oh, okay.
You're a
Okay.
thespian.
I've been part of bands who play in front of a bunch of people.
Well, this is different. This is you.
This is you being you for you.
This is going to be people sitting down, listening, and expecting you to teach them about podcasting.
This is the interesting part about this whole story. Is the part I like the most about it is we signed up for this thing months ago, just kind of on a whim, just like, hey, yeah, that'd be fun to talk about, or get up there and do. It's something that it's a new form of media that is getting more popular, and a lot of people are doing it wrong. Honestly,
Did you write that?
What?
That little
The
blurb?
blurb? Yeah, that was
Okay.
mine.
Okay. Sounded like you. That's why I was like, it's like, okay, yeah, it sounds like it.
But I forgot about it totally. We signed up, forgot, never heard anything back, and then a listener in the Sacramento area just sent us a Twitter message saying, "Hey, can't wait to see your guys," or a tweet saying, "Can't wait to see your guys' show." And I reply immediately, "Yeah, I can't wait to see you there." What the fuck is he talking about?
Wow.
I go check I was like, I gotta check all my mail, and I sent him a message back, or a tweet back.
Good Lord.
Was it a message or a tweet?
It was a tweet.
It was-
There's
okay.
a difference, Aaron.
Yes,
There
I
is a
know that.
difference.
I know there's a difference.
I'm
Stop
old.
being an old man.
So
say it right.
I sent the tweet back to him,
The tweet.
asking,
You didn't tweet him back.
I sent a tweet back.
I sent a tweet back to him.
Yeah.
How was this lovely day?
Very,
find
very
you?
proper.
Well, I requested, is this schedule up anywhere? Can you send it to me? And he sent it to me, and sure enough, Saturday at 10 a.m.
Yes.
That's gonna be January 3rd. We're having our panel in panel room number 1
Nice.
Number one. They
Yeah.
put us in
Number
the
one.
suite.
on the big day.
On the big day,
Saturday's
yeah.
the big day.
Saturday is usually the big day. Not a lot of the big names, though, on Saturday.
So
If
no
you looked at the...
competition.
Yeah, that's what I was happy about it.
What days are those?
Friday, apparently, is the...
Friday is the day that's been hurting the most, though, isn't it?
So
Or is it
maybe they-
Sunday?
I don't know. I
Generally,
mean,
the first
Friday
day.
because
Yeah.
you're getting off work and then you got to go
Yeah.
to this thing.
That's why they want to put the big names on Friday so they can draw out more people on Friday.
yeah.
and then we got to do it good. We definitely have to do it
We're
well.
gonna be doing hopefully some giveaways, and just talk about our experience and all the things we've done. Kind of more candid, less, I don't know. It's gonna be like a sit down talk.
I can't wait for the Q&A.
Answer the
It's like a
questions,
campfire
Q&A.
discussion.
Yeah.
Bunch of
Steven
friends.
wanted us to... Steven, a longtime member of the show, wanted us to bring a shirt cannon. And I was like, they're going to be about a foot away from us. And
Yeah,
that'll
shoot her
hurt.
in the face.
That will hurt.
Here you go.
Something vicious.
Yeah, we'd be remembered that way.
And we would definitely be remembered that way.
You'd never come back, but I mean, you would be remembered.
Yeah.
As the band people.
Would they never bring us back?
Yeah, you'd be
I think
banned.
they'd bring us back once. At least once. Because
Give
they
it a
have
year.
some people, they'd have some people they were upset with, and they'll send them straight to our room, and we're like, oh, we know you're the bad people. Right there. Shot in the face.
Yeah, so if you guys are interested and ever wanted to think, you were ever thinking about starting your own podcast, I know we have a lot of streamers, a lot of different people who listen to this. We got YouTubers. And then it's funny because like we've had a lot of friends of ours who've tried to do the podcast thing and jump into the podcast game, do a little, triple threat stuff, and they never last more than a few weeks because there's little tricks and little tips that we're going to have and we're going to break down for you guys that kind of make it less taxing.
We're going to go over also some of the tech that you're going to want to look into at least.
Indeed.
Because, I mean, when I started out trying to do an independent film, you could see some of this equipment is very expensive. But then they have lower-end stuff as well. Well, there's a whole bunch of little wide-range things that we can check off. Or if you just want to come out and see us.
Bam.
That's the best thing.
Come say hi.
Live.
Don't do that.
And I'll be signing autographs for $35 a piece.
Yep.
That's baffling, though. I
could
could never. Yeah,
I don't think I could ever charge for an autograph.
as big.
Well,
as,
no, you can't. Because you
Exactly.
suck.
Well,
Yeah.
Wow.
Exactly.
Well,
They're
even-
cool and they can't.
in the
Yes.
off chance that at some point in my life I don't suck as much, I still will not.
No,
charge people
yeah.
for my signature.
Like if I was the hugest star on the planet,
if I was
couldn't-
hypothetically cool, I still.
I
would
can't
not.
even imagine
But
that.
they'd
You're a
have
dick.
to.
Universe doesn't exist.
They have to. I mean, because like, say, I don't know, whatever your favorite actor is, they're walking down the street and they're like, "Hey, can I get an autograph?" And he has that same model. Like, I'm not charging. Boom. Then 70,000 people are going to flock him. A day. But I think then people should be cool when he says, "No, I'm not giving out autographs."
Yeah,
at
but
this
you gave it to
time."
that other guy.
That's what he's saying. He's
Yeah.
saying.
No,
that-
I know.
No, I know what your rebuttal
No,
is.
no, no, no. I know
That's
what
when
you know
punched-
that he knows. I understand.
But do you know that
That's
I know
when I-
that he knows that I know that
That's
you
when
know
I
that you
punched
know
that
that
guy
I know?
in
But
the
what does
throat.
Jada know?
Nothing.
Nothing.
So come on out, everybody. January 3rd?
January 3rd.
January 3rd at 10 a.m. in the morning.
So we'll be starting around 10:15.
Pretty much, because that's how we roll.
That's about right.
Might have a couple of snacks out there, too, if they let us. I don't know.
I'm telling you, bring those cakes.
Don't ever say that again to another grown man. You just bring them cakes, baby.
Bring them cakes.
Do you know the name of the fan that gave us the old shout out? They found it first before we even.
I am looking it up. I don't know his backstory too much. I usually really stalk the fans, people. So if you guys send a message to us, I'm usually uncomfortably searching you guys to find out.
It's
whether you're a robot.
Yeah, because I was gonna say we have
Beep
the robotic fans too.
I am a robot.
But we've been in this for like 2 years, and it does baffle me each time I see a new person that I don't know that's a listener of the show, and they like comment or something like that, like, "Oh, you're wrong. You're this is something like that." I'm like, "We're listening. Wow."
Yeah.
Okay. I did not know I before E.
You should
Except
be wrong.
after C.
You should try and be wrong more often. You might get more comments.
It's hard. I'm Aaron.
Is it
that's
hard
the way
for
it
you?
works.
Yeah,
I feel like you're
very
wrong
hard.
all the time.
I think you just got to put. I just think we just have to put words in front of you for you to read.
I think.
Yeah, because you'll read them wrong.
Well, you can try that. But
It works
as soon as
every week.
As soon as it comes to
Every
the
week.
3-letter ones, shoot them down.
It was Mr. Shane Holden.
Mr. Shane Holden from Wikipedia.
From Wiki
I was
Wild
going
Wild
to
West.
say Wichita, Kansas, but then I was like,
Wichita.
He said he was going to be at the show, so it means
Yeah,
he's
he'll
in
be there.
Sacramento at least.
Well, and he has
Never
one
know.
of the
He might be
most
flying out.
awesome Twitter handles, BatFan916.
Awesome. He's a fan of the Batman.
Comic hustler from Sacramento's
Nice.
best comic shop, Metropolis Comics, and tech and video game junkie, GameStop wall cleaner on spare time.
Oh.
What? Let's not judge the man.
No.
You've already prejudged him
I
on your
know.
forehead.
Shane Holden.
He used
Yeah.
the word
It sounds familiar.
GameStop. Judged.
But anyway, everybody, like I said, we were going to be talking about the controversies of 2014s without looking at the list right now, because there's a lot of them on this list.
Oh, controversies.
Which ones do you think stick out in your mind?
Oh, man. I'll be the first one to open it up. Gamergate. That piece of shit.
It's still going, too, which is sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so sad.
Any signs of stopping? What's the update? Because I've been lucky
I
enough
stopped
to be.
paying attention.
I've
I
been
stopped
so
paying
busy.
attention.
Yeah, okay.
When
I completely disengaged.
every single female gender on the planet is wiped out, that's when it'll stop.
Yeah.
And then they'll realize, oh, wait, crap. What do we do? We can't.
How make babies?
Yeah. And then they get the
That's
best,
how they'll speak too, because they're dumb.
the best
Yeah.
male troll scientists on it. How to make these deformed creatures.
He's gonna be taking he's gonna be taking Mountain Dew and Doritos and putting them together. Like,
Chip monsters everywhere. Oh, do the do. That's what that'll stop. Yeah, that's probably like the biggest one, hands down. Yeah, and I know it's on this list, but it's under like a kind of a.
Do we have any big delays?
Grand Theft Auto for the PC.
Batman.
Here's one that I didn't see on the list. That it's a controversy to me personally. The promise and not deliver of bank heists on Grand Theft Auto
That was last year, though. Technical.
Why is
rolled
no
over
one-
into this year because they
Oh,
kept
it's still-
saying
is it
they
still
kept
not on
saying
is it still not on the
it
next
is
gen ones?
not on anything.
What?
It's not on anything.
Yay,
yet.
Rockstar!
And that was the feature that I was the most excited about waiting for.
I'll help you craft your sign so you can be the one guy out there.
I'm gonna, I guess I'm
Walking
still.
Oh no, he
What
wouldn't
if
be
you
alone
just
for very
played-
long.
What if you just played Payday 2?
I
Yeah.
did play Payday.
I know.
I did play.
What if you
Payday
just
2.
keep playing that though?
I can't roam a full city. I'm missing that small aspect.
All right.
that little tiny detail.
Missing that small
Little
aspect.
detail.
I can't customize my character. Missing that,
Yeah, you can.
like to make him a black guy.
No,
No.
it's
All
not
right.
allowed.
Yeah.
Actually, I think one of them is actually
Hands
black
up.
guy,
If
by
you
the
can't
way.
see me right now, hands up. Don't shoot. Going around. I'm sorry.
All right.
There. I'm sorry. I saw a picture or like a GIF online, and it showed, I guess, some people from Wall Street, some black people from Wall Street, standing out in front, and they were doing the hands up, don't shoot thing.
Yeah.
And they were taking pictures. You know, it was all for a picture, op or a photo op. And I was like, that looks like the most awkward photo of a group of black people, because I'd probably stand in the middle just looking around like, can we put our hands down now? Oh, it only takes a second to take a picture, people, I swear to you. All right, everybody. But no, yeah, so yeah, the Grand Theft Auto not getting my heists, a little disappointed. Then the next gen they were like, yeah, it's gonna come when you get all that. No, it didn't. Sorry.
I'm trying to think because we had next gen launch. There's got to be some big controversies that were tied to this thing.
For next gen or just
or what about when
current gen?
Yeah, excuse
you're
us.
Right.
Excuse
Sorry.
us.
The new
Current
gen.
That is my crusade.
Yeah.
That's my crusade. Use next gen correctly.
Not your crosser. What is it?
Next gen.
Not your shield. Not your shield, Alex. Hashtag.
Not just shield.
Yeah.
What is that from?
I don't know. Internet.
You're just hashtagging willy nilly.
Yep.
Yeah, you can nowadays.
Hashtag willy nilly.
Okay, what about Tomb Raider being an Xbox exclusive? I remember that being a big
Timed
deal.
exclusive, but yeah.
Is it really timed?
It's
Is
a
it
timed
confirmed?
exclusive, yeah. It's a timed exclusive.
I'm sorry, everything in this gaming
but-
world is timed
Are you
exclusive.
going there?
What about Street Fighter
Yep,
5?
I love it. I
PC,
love that.
PS4 exclusive.
So we
and
talked a little about
cross-platform
that.
play.
We talked a
Oh,
little
really?
bit.
I
Yes.
didn't see that.
Yes.
We talked a lot about that actually
Yeah,
on the last
actually, we had
show.
Jason
Gist on the show, and
he runs Capital Fight District, and he sat in on an episode.
yeah,
And by the way, he has a
Yep.
big tournament coming up on Saturday
yep.
at Gamers Funk Lab. I'll be pulling up the details shortly.
I thought you were really about to go into a full commercial on Gamers Funk Lab.
You can check it out.
That's Gamers Funk Lab on Truxel.
Yeah, if it ain't games, it ain't Gamers Funk Lab.
Did you see the first actual gameplay for Street Fighter?
Yeah, the Chung Li versus
Ryu, the actual
yeah,
full
the actual
fight?
full, yeah.
I don't think I've watched the full
Yeah,
fight.
it just went up a couple days ago.
Yeah, yeah.
But really, really pretty.
A lot of people, well, not a lot of people, the people that I know that play fighting games, which is like 4, they were expecting a whole different visual look. What do you think about them just kind of sticking with the same
I like
little bump in the
I
you
like-
know.
It looks like a mix of like Street Fighter 4 and Street Fighter Cross Tekken, kind of.
Yeah.
Where it's kind of bright and neon, but also kind of drawn.
I really like the watercolor type effects that they're really going with that.
It looks
that
cool.
style of
I just don't want it to
really
be too
like it.
distracting. Because in like Marvel, it can get way too distracting.
All the flashy.
Yeah.
One of the things Jason mentioned that was a big deal to him was the fact that you can actually punch people on the ground now.
I don't know about that.
He said it
Like
was in the
liking
trailer.
that. No, like
Oh, like
liking
OTG?
that.
Like off the ground stuff?
Yeah, like in
Because it's like
Tekken did it a
so
lot.
like if you're
Yeah.
kicking and your foot is in the air and they're on the floor,
You'll
it
kick
hits them, right?
No.
I think
Is
it's
that what
more.
you're
I think
talking
it's
about?
more of like, well, if like because you can stay down for a second to where somebody can follow up a combo. They can jump
Like in Soul Calibur,
like in Soul Calibur.
Okay.
type
where
thing.
you could like do an attack and it will hit the person on the ground.
I'm thinking
Yeah.
hitbox midair type of thing.
No.
No.
That's why
they're
I
not
was
doing-
like, what's the strategy behind that?
No,
No,
you
they're
have to
not.
have like a slash down move. or
Okay.
something.
Yeah, it's only
Alright.
certain moves will be able to hit. Like, the Ryu or Ken's little trip kick or whatnot, that'll hit when they're laying on the ground, that type of stuff.
Okay. Now everything makes sense now. Nothing
Everything.
made sense in that game when I thought there was an invisible hitbox for somebody laying on the floor. Like, you're just not going to get away from that. And then they just introduced the new... Well, they didn't introduce a character, but they gave a teaser for, like, Charlie at the end.
Yeah.
But it's not just Charlie. Did you see the thing in his forehead?
Yeah, that's what I was like, who is that? Charlie
Charlie's
never had
dead,
a...
though, isn't he?
Supposedly, they're supposed to... the
Well-
rumors are that they're going to explain all of that.
Well, of course they're going to.
There's lore in this?
There's a story.
There's huge story
We've
in
had
Street
a few
Fighter.
listeners because we've bagged on the storyline, and I don't care what they say and what you guys say to me. Honestly, the Street Fighter storyline doesn't matter.
It has about as much story as Kick Puncher.
Yep.
Has as much story
No?
as it does.
Has as much story or needs as much story? It doesn't need any story.
It doesn't.
It doesn't need
That's
it.
true.
But I like
But
how
it
people-
does have a cool
Yeah.
story.
Yeah.
What does?
Street Fighter.
Street Fighter.
It's a very...
The story's
It
not
does.
cool.
It's
Have
actually
you even
pretty-
looked at it?
Controversy right here, everybody.
Pretty,
The Street Fighter.
it's actually pretty detailed.
I heard about like how Blanca came to be or something like that, and it was just stretching.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
you picked their one troll weird character to go on as the
Yeah.
whole basis for the
Not,
entire
the,
thing.
not even like
I did
base-
watch like the first half of the anime. Is that the story you guys are talking about? Is that anything based on the lore of the game?
Some
There's
of it is.
a lot of
it,
different
yeah.
animes.
Yeah,
that's
there's
the
a lot
thing.
of
It was like the main.
The most
one.
recent one, live action one that they did with Ryu and Ken and how they came to be
And
is
Goken and all.
really good.
Yes.
With Goken and Akuma. Yeah.
Yep. That's actually...
So watch that one. That's what they're
Yeah,
saying.
watch
You'll
that.
actually really enjoy it.
You'll love it. For real.
Don't tell me what to do.
Another controversy.
Do it.
That involved our very own Cory Vincent. Him not knowing that movie games were
Oh my
movie
god!
games.
You really want to dig up this thing?
Big controversy. Sorry.
I think these two people weren't here.
They were not.
For that.
And
No.
since you guys don't listen to the show when you're not
I
on
totally
it,
Not
do
at
not.
They
all.
do not. You guys are so awesome.
the
Well,
controversy
we are.
was
Thank
we
you.
were
We're glad you acknowledge us.
we were speaking of games,
I doubt it.
good games,
I doubt,
I doubt that
as well.
and the
Alex
game.
actually hates the show when he's not on it. Actually, that's more accurate.
I get my coworkers to listen. I'm like, it's really bad. But listen to these. These are the ones that I'm on.
highlights and let's go click click. Yeah.
Actually,
Those.
just skip to this part where I talk about this game.
Listen,
Here's
listen
my
to
one-liner.
This
Here's
is my
my
really
one-liner.
funny joke. All right. That's all you had to listen to. Thanks.
So we were talking about Shadow of Mordor, and he was like, "Oh, the movie game," and I was like, "No, Shadow of Mordor isn't a movie game.
It's a movie game.
It
and
is so
he
not a movie
believes
game.
it's a movie game.
It's produced
So,
by Warner Brothers.
his
They
theory.
use the exact
His
same
theory
characters and models
is
and everything to integrate itself to the movie.
Any game in the
canon.
movie universe is a movie game. So therefore, any game that came out after
A movie?
any of the Lord of the Rings trilogy is over is a movie game.
If they're telling me that it's a part of the same storyline, it's going to take place in between two of the movies, it's a movie game to me. And this one does.
Now that's where it blurs the line a little.
No, we're not talking about
Because,
no Robin
like-
Thicke blurred lines.
Like Aliens Isolation
Alien Isolation
is
a
the
movie
other
game.
one, right? So
Yeah.
it takes place between
One and two.
And see this? See, did you hear Beard
Movie
Man?
game?
He goes,
Movie game.
but we know what
It's not a movie
we know what
game.
Not a
movie games
movie
are.
Unless it is literally attached to a theatrical film that comes out in theaters,
Yeah.
it is not a movie game.
You can tell him this until you are blue in the
You
face.
guys are picking nits. It's all the same
You
to
should
me.
actually pick nits.
It's all the same to
You
me.
don't want them in your hair.
Because
Get rid of
Yeah.
lice.
theoretically, every movie game is bad. There are some rare
That's
gems.
what I think the thing is. Well, okay,
All right.
go
So there, Chronicles of Riddick. That was a
That's
movie
always the
game.
first one. That's always first. But I mean,
I know.
it's one of the best ones.
But it wasn't
I agree.
actually the movie, right?
Correct.
No, it took place before the movie. It was
a
Escape
direct
from
direct
Butcher,
prequel, though,
yeah,
right?
Escape from Butcher Bay.
Yes.
And I don't know if you would actually call that a movie game.
Right.
That was just
I
Chronicles of
do
Riddick.
remember actually calling it a movie game very much, and it was one of the good movie games.
If you want to say a movie game, Wolverine.
X-Men Origins Wolverine's the next one I
That-
was going to. That
that
was actually
is-
a good...
Bad movie, good game.
Yep.
But you weren't actually playing through things that happened in the movie. I mean,
Yeah.
there was characters that
No,
crossed.
yeah, you did.
Yeah.
And-
You were
and-
not playing the movie.
It-
scene.
And Wolverine, you
You
can't
don't play the whole
yeah,
movie.
because what they do in video games is they add a whole bunch of extra crap to
Because
make it a
otherwise-
game. Yeah,
Otherwise, you'd be done in an hour and a half
yeah.
or
You
2
can't
hours.
make a 3-act
Or
movie into a full blown video game because then it would just be what
You
Mario
have to
1.
add. You have to add extra
I'm
scenes
being more
and extra
inclusive.
stuff.
I understand. I think they're all movie games.
But
Yeah,
you can't
yeah.
lump them in
They're not
because
They
movie
are.
games.
no, because I wouldn't lump in Shadows of Mordor, which was a good
A
game,
phenomenal game.
with something like
I think there's a stigma that you guys all have that
played
besides
it.
certain few gems, there can't be good movie games, and there can be. If it takes place in the movie universe, and there's not like
What is movie universe? Is it have to be exclusively a movie universe? Because it's just
GoldenEye had Pierce Brosnan's face on it, and he was the star of the movies. So that was to me a movie game.
so all the other any 007 is a movie game.
If it has Pierce Brosnan's face on it.
Because I put up the other example of the Bourne Identity came out, and then they came out with the Bourne Ultimatum or something like that.
You're
But they
talking about
didn't
the game.
the game, but they didn't use.
I think it's still just
what's his
Bourne
name's
Conspiracy.
face. Oh yeah, it may have been.
I think it's just
yeah,
Bourne Conspiracy for the game.
But they didn't have Matt Damon's
Matt Damon.
face. But
It takes place in the same universe.
so that's a movie.
that was a movie. Was it?
But
Was
the
Was
universe-
it books first?
I don't.
Yes.
Yeah, the books are for
Yes.
all of this stuff.
all of these things have had book. That's why
That's
I'm
where the
nitpicking.
thing-
Is because you're saying it's a movie universe. That's wrong, sir.
Well-
That's wrong.
So
No.
these are book games.
These
are book games.
But
Terrible
Shadows of Mordor,
book games.
produced by Warner
Brothers
Brothers,
Games.
was made.
Warner Brother Games.
Warner Brothers
Games.
worked with Warner Brothers to
Probably
make
not.
it cohesive with their movie universe. It is officially, as far as Warner
Or you
Brothers
mean cohesive
is
with the
concerned-
universe that existed before the movies?
No,
yes.
in the movies. This is in the movie universe. There's
If they
differences.
made Lord of the Rings, Shadow of Mordor, the movie, then you can call it.
Oh my god!
the
Yeah,
movie
correct.
game.
It has to spell it out for you. You can't read
No,
between the lines.
no,
there.
it needs to
That's
have
how
a
they
theatrical film tied to it.
Yeah. Why do
If
you
you
think
cannot go and watch Shadows of Mordor, if I can go watch Shadows of Mordor at a theater right now, then yes, it's a movie game.
That's
if
why-
not, no.
That's why they say they're so bad because
The
they have to
Force-
rush
The
them
Force
to get them
Unleashed,
out.
That was a movie game.
The Force
The
Unleashed. See, and this,
This
this is the
guy.
insanity.
You were
So-
onto something, and then you threw it all
You
away.
totally threw it all away.
It
Totally.
took place before one of the movies. They were billing it as in between thing,
A prequel,
or like,
Yeah,
and
it
it
was
was going like
technically.
side. Yeah, it was like
side
It,
quill,
it was
a during quill,
a during quill, a side quill, a before
it
quill,
was
an after
parallel
Nyquil.
to
A
the
NyQuil,
It's a NyQuil.
day quill,
parallel to one of the stories. I can't remember which one, but
a paraquel.
Damn, that controversy number one.
See?
Right there. We could just end the show.
controversies all around.
Short show.
That's terrible.
Let's go play Smash.
Short
Go
show.
home.
What you gonna do?
But we got plenty of them. There's plenty of
There's
stuff we
too
didn't even
many.
touch on.
I'm
I
looking
know.
forward
There's
to
like 10 many.
I have a feeling that
Yeah,
the next
10
part of the
minutes
show
left.
is going to be filled with a lot of yelling,
Not
a lot of
really.
disagreement.
think
You don't
so.
think so?
Some stuff we agree, some stuff we don't.
Only if you're completely
I'll
on the
fight
wrong
you.
side of the fence on everything.
Yeah,
fight
just
both
like the
of you.
movie
Which apparently
game stuff.
I am.
Well, you were. Like
On the
that's
movie
You
games,
still
yes.
are.
I'm not wrong, people.
You know how wrong he was? I gave the worst analogy in the world.
you did?
The worst one.
And he agreed?
No. He didn't
Okay.
agree. There's
No.
no way you can agree with the
He
analogy
lost all
I
his
gave.
support when he did it.
Whenever because I was so baffled by how wrong he was that I couldn't even come up with a good analogy. I had like football, his wife in there, a donkey showed up halfway through.
That sounds
and,
like Tijuana.
who was his name? Freaking what's the football player?
Freaking what's a football
Warren
player?
Sapp.
Warren Sapp was on the sidelines doing so. I don't even know what was happening. But yeah, if you listen to the episode, you guys know.
I don't have time to listen to your
Terrible.
episodes.
It's
Sorry.
an hour long. It's an hour long.
It's an hour.
I
long.
used to when I had to drive an hour to work, but now it's a 15-minute drive, so
You guys don't work out?
No.
God, no.
There it is.
Excuse me, sir.
I'm
actually
there. It is,
offended.
everybody.
I do not need to work
There
out.
it is, everybody. Everybody needs to work out. Keep in the shape.
cardio.
Yeah, keep your heart
I
rate
get that
good.
at work.
When we return, everybody, from this, this is a long ending music. I never know how long this ending music is. I
Yeah,
swear
yeah.
to you.
That's why, if you guys notice, fans of the show, a little secret tip, we'll let you know. The reason why we always rush at the end of everything is because the music catches us off guard
Yeah.
every time.
And if you don't know by
100%
now,
of the
then
time.
you have just started listening to the show this time.
Kinda like
So
Yes.
welcome. Hello.
And it still didn't end. That was waiting for it to end there. That would have been
Points for
perfect.
being new.
Son of a mother. Controversy, that's what we're talking about. When we come back, we'll have a whole bunch of stuff from Flappy Birds to Fappy Birds to,
Flappy Dong,
what was that from?
the guy who made it. Yeah, it was Dong. We came up with a joke.
Oh, yeah.
Actually,
because his last name was Dong, right?
Yes.
Ah, that's right. Stick around for more Dong on the Weekend Bang, everybody.
God.
Yeah, I mean, they had a whole bunch of penis jokes the last time. Yeah,
Dick,
exactly.
sticks.
Terrible.
Hey, Aaron, what are you doing this Saturday?
Nothing. Why?
Because there is a huge fight tournament going on at Gamers Funk Lab.
It's amazing.
That's terrible.
Yeah, no, it's not. It's actually really
Amazing.
awesome because it's going to be held by Capital Fight District.
They're
it's
pretty
gonna be
cool.
at the Gamers Funk Lab, December 20th, 2014. Sign-ups at noon. Brackets start at 2.
What are they playing?
They are playing. I'm glad you asked. Thank you for asking. They're actually playing Ultra Street Fighter 4, Guilty Gear, Xrd sign, and Super Smash Brothers Wii U.
Where do I sign up?
You can go sign up at Gamers Funk Lab on December 20th. $5 venue fee, $15 for Madden, which is also going to be played there.
Oh.
And $5 for all the other tourneys.
Gee,
going-
that sounds awesome.
Going right now.
It's actually Saturday, dude.
Yeah. Have you ever seen? There's a show. You've seen Weird Science, right?
Oh, yeah.
They used to have
Only
a
a
TV
million
show.
times.
That's like one of my favorite movies. But they had a TV show called Weird Science that came on like USA back in the day. They didn't
Yep.
have USA
Yeah.
on. Okay, so it came on, and one episode was a brother turned into a pirate, and he did a musical throughout the city, and it was called "Getting Some Booty." I cannot find that on the internet anywhere, and it was my favorite episode.
How hard have you looked?
I've looked very hard. I've looked very hard for this episode.
So it's an episode?
It's a whole episode, yeah.
I'll see if I can find it.
Every time I keep typing in "getting some booty," it's not what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Are you sure it's not what you're looking
He
for?
types that in, and
I
he
get-
finds what I'm looking
I
for.
get distracted and I just stop searching.
Yeah, no, you're done.
Welcome back to
what
the
you wanted.
Welcome back to the Weekend Bang, where we're clearly talking about booty and controversies. Let's go down this list. This list is from Forbes. What I've noticed is Forbes likes to put their finger in the video game world from time to time.
Quite often, they put out a lot of solid articles
Yeah.
about the finances that
It's
goes on behind.
kind of like putting your feet in the kiddie pool because you don't want to get covered in piss, but you do kind of want to relax and chill out.
And would you say Forbes is like a reputable, I don't know, media outlet?
Yeah, sure, why not?
I've read like their reviews and that type of stuff, and when they're trying to report gaming news, it kind of falls off for me. But when they get into like the numbers side of it and the business side of like the trends of the console sales and
Their analysis is really usually on point for something like that.
That's what I
But they're
use Forbes
definitely
for.
like an outsider looking in onto the
Yeah.
gaming stuff,
and it
Yeah.
feels like it.
which is useful, very useful.
Yeah,
as
you gotta
well.
have that point of view.
Well, one of their biggest controversies of 2014 was Mr. Flappy Dong leaving the full project and pulling Flappy Birds off the market.
There is this huge thing in our culture that we go nuts when people are achieving amazing success and then they just stop. For reasons that we would normally think are stupid. You're like, you're getting paid, you're making money, like everybody wants that, and then to see someone give it up, you go, why?
Because
And
that's
it becomes
broke
a big
people
deal.
seeing those people give it up. His thing is a little weird for me. Like there's other people out there like Dave Chappelle. Okay,
Dave
he
Chappelle-
wasn't ready for
He
celebrity.
had issues.
Yeah,
but maybe like Jerry Seinfeld would be a one. Like he had the number one show on television, then just decided to end it.
because when it's celebrity on you like that, well, yeah, I really don't understand Jerry's, but well, no, I think his is the same as kind of like Dave's. A lot of pressure when you're the number one, like when you're above. I mean, it all because Jerry was getting more.
You don't
than,
want to jump a shark.
Yeah, Jerry was getting more than everybody else on the crew. You know, Chappelle, of course, is the name on the show. So you know, you're the number one. This guy making what, $50,000 a day? Apparently,
Yep.
that's a lot of money. What problems did you have? That's what I'm asking.
Me?
No,
Him.
Flappy
Oh,
Dog.
good. I have a lot of
Flappy
problems. Where do you
Dog.
want to start? I think he didn't like the fact that it was addictive to people. He felt like a conscious thing.
Well, he
going
was
on
from like Southeast Asia, right?
Korea, I believe.
I thought he was Vietnamese.
Vietnamese.
He was on the Asian side.
Yeah, but I'm saying around that area, don't they have a lot of people who are video game addicted?
Yes.
Like
It's
a real,
very-
real thing
yeah,
over
people
there.
like dying in cafes from not eating and stuff like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, I've
kids
heard
throw-
that.
That's
Yes.
a thing?
No, yeah, that
Yes.
Yeah.
happened.
Yes, that happened.
A guy
So
died in a cyber
that's-
cafe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, a buddy of mine grounded his kid, and he was like smuggling his Game Boy into the bathroom and stuff, and it's like, that is almost drug status.
It is. Well,
Oh, yeah,
it is.
for sure.
Kicking down the door, slapping the Game Boy out and saying, "What are you doing? I learned it from you, Dad. I learned it from you. You and your Vita." That's terrible.
But yeah, like video game addiction's a real thing it's a real thing everywhere or whatever. But
Well, he apparently
It's
took
more
it serious
obvious
and
that
pulled
it happens a lot more often.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he sold a crazy amount of the game. Everybody was playing it. I've downloaded it. I know that they had people on eBay selling this crap whenever it got taken down,
That was the thing.
Yep.
Yeah, people were
They wanted
selling
a phone
phones
that
with
had it on
loaded.
there.
Yeah.
which was so sad because there's millions of ways to get it back if you deleted it off your own phone.
But it
Actually, probably
started a
just one way.
phenomenon of a bunch of copy
No,
artists.
yeah, once you did, because I deleted it off my
Oh,
phone,
that's right,
and
yeah.
Steven got it on my phone right when I got it off. I mean,
Yeah.
you
there
could
was
just get it
Fallout
right
Boy, Bird. Like, they came out
Yeah.
with a
Oh,
bunch
there's a
of weird
bunch.
stuff.
back.
There was-
Millions of clones.
Oh,
There
yeah.
was Flappy Bird done by
Sesame Street?
Sesame Street.
Oh, did
That
you
one
really?
was pretty good. Yeah, it's probably still on the internet. Actually,
They had like a MMO kind of thing.
that one was really
Yeah.
cool.
Flappy
Yep.
Bird MMO.
That's
That was
I mean,
really cool.
it clearly.
Flappy Bird is now in Lollipop on the Google Android. Mm-hmm. It's in the Lollipop version. There's a little secret thing you get to, and you have to fly through lollipops.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah, so it is indelibly marked upon Android now.
So no matter how much that guy tried, he's put his mark on the gaming world.
He did.
So I mean, I wonder, does he still make money though?
Where's Flappy
Probably
Bird
not.
2?
And
I
it's
thought he
like-
re-released his stuff.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah,
what
he
I'm
did
saying,
re-release it, so now, yeah.
And I mean, the game is very simplistic, and you probably coded it in like 3 days.
I remember
Didn't he say it was something like that? It was like
Yeah.
a throwaway 3-day thing, and then it just took off.
That's craziness. So
Yeah.
much craziness. Next one. This might ruffle your feathers here, Corey. Microsoft releases the Kinect free Xbox after saying that they were not going to.
No. Not that they weren't going to. That it was essential to the system.
Oh.
You could not experience this console without the Kinect.
And he still can't.
I agree.
Wow.
Really?
Your defense arguments?
It's better with Kinect.
Wow, that's terrible.
Voice commands.
I love the voice
I
commands.
can do without all of that.
I
Yeah, me
use
too.
voice
Facial
commands
recognition.
all the
Joystick.
time.
I can joystick move around and do
I
what I
hate
need.
the Xbox One interface still. It is so still just convoluted and stupid.
Would you call it a Band-Aid over a bad problem then? Because
The
their
Kinect?
interface is trash.
Oh, yeah. I would definitely call it a Band-Aid for the...
Okay,
That's
so
a $100
that portion.
Band-Aid then.
The interface things, what blows
I
my
got mine
mind
for
is
free.
that
Gold.
Mine was free.
there was nothing broken. Like the Xbox 360 has such a great interface, especially when it comes to the chat. Like you could pop in and out of a chat so quick, and the way they had to do update after update to get it now, where it's still nowhere near what it was.
Well, they had a lot more like really intelligent nested menus in the Xbox One or Xbox 360 one.
Yeah.
Xbox 360 interface. There you go.
Yeah.
That was very intelligent of them.
So
But
you don't
this,
feel slighted as an early adopter?
No, this
That
is
they
just,
get freer. They get a lower price than...
I would have bought the Kinect anyways. There's no way I wasn't.
And is it the
no.
same price if you were buy it
I think so.
without
No.
Kinect?
It's
and
not.
then
No,
It's
buy it?
not
$100.
$100. No,
Oh, no. Kinect buying the Kinect separate is $150. So it costs you $50
Oh.
more buying it separate.
It's an idiot tax.
So it's really nobody.
It is. No, I agree.
No, the idiot tax was buying the system.
Whoa!
Get out of here! Get out of here!
That's why I didn't buy mine.
Make me.
This one I kind of just breezed through, so we're gonna have to learn together on this one. Number 8 says Dragon Age Inquisition turned out to be pretty good, or did it? Because Corey, you've been raining the praise of this game ever since you've purchased it.
I'm really loving the game.
BioWare and
Purchased
parent company
it?
EA
Purchased.
have been at the center of 99.99 of all non-Anita Sarkeesian related video game controversies for the past years. Whatever. But finally, after too many misses, the RPG development hit one out the park with Dragon Age Inquisition. Even still, the very fact that BioWare apparently did something right, again, is a controversy unto itself. Oh, so they're saying that finally they're doing something right is a controversy. I don't think that's
kinda
true.
harsh.
The controversy is saying that they actually,
Finally got it right.
Yeah.
Isn't that exactly what I just said?
Yes.
No.
What did I say then?
You said it differently.
Wow.
You said it wrong,
Good
Aaron.
Lord.
You read wrong.
Good
You
Lord.
read wrong. See?
Again.
Was it a 3-syllable word?
It could have been. Facebook buys the VR set Oculus Rift.
VR headset
Yeah, I guess
maker
that was a little
Oculus.
bit of
I wasn't even reading the whole thing. I was just going through it all. I said Oculus Rift, for goodness sakes. It's not even in the thing. Anyway, $2 billion spent by Facebook and Zucks. And
The Zucks?
Yeah, the Zucks. That's what I call them, when we go boating.
Oh, when you get on his yacht.
Yeah. Hey, Zucks, pass me the buoy, whatever boating people do.
Wow.
He says,
Pass me the buoy. I'm on this boat with you. Get
And
it?
then
Nautical terms.
he looks up and he says, "Why is the janitor talking to me?"
And then I hold my hands up and I say, and say Ferguson, and he does nothing. But I didn't really see anything coming from this. Facebook buys VR set. What did that mean?
Well, the idea is people are really scared because now they're like a big stake owner, and then they can make it do what they want them to do.
So flash your messages from Facebook while you're playing your Dragon Age Inquisition.
Stuff like that. But from what I've heard from both parties, and again, they're all press releases, so they're all lies, but they've said that Facebook kind of wants to be hands off. They were literally it's like, here's some money, go play and make some cool stuff. Because you're making cool things. We want you to make cool things. That way we can all benefit from cool things in the future.
But will we benefit from cool things in the future from Oculus Rift?
Yes.
How? I had a question asked to me today. When do you guys think we're actually going to have virtual reality? Like, what do you think the time frame is?
When's the Morpheus release? That's going to be the first major.
The day after we're all dead. That's when.
There you go.
I don't think it was going to be like floating in space when we get gravity when you... Never mind.
Yeah. You gain anti-gravity
So,
when you die. Also VR.
But the thing is, I don't really care for strapping anything to my head right now. Holodeck, Star Trek, I want that.
But we actually got to play with the Oculus, and
Yeah.
it was
and it was
impressive.
cool. Yeah, it's cool, but I don't think they're going to do what we want with it.
You're not going to be using it to go to the World Cup or anything like that?
That's what we want with it. I would love for that to be the whole sports entertainment type of thing where I can be front row with my Oculus Rift like I'm at the game.
See, I think we'll see that before we see it like actual virtual reality for games. I think we'll see that more sporting events and stuff.
And I
because
would love it.
I think there's gonna be there's more commercialism in it. I think it'll sell. It's gonna.
I think you can market that safer.
Yes.
Better.
And I think it would adopt very fast.
And if they were selling tickets to access the Oculus at these big events, they're going to make that $2 billion back. So
Twitch already
fast.
sells tickets to go watch conventions.
through
Twitch.
Yeah, you buy a ticket, it's like an e-ticket or whatever, and then
Oh,
you watch
okay,
it through
okay.
Twitch.
Yeah, but
So
imagine
nobody
that
else would
where
be
you
able to
have
see
a chair sitting. They have the
probably.
cameras set up front row,
Yeah,
and you
exactly.
can turn
You're
around, look,
courtside
look at the
seats
idiots behind you.
at a Kings game or something like that. You're
would you
right
want to do
there.
that?
Wherever you, because if you're a sports fan, that's awesome.
I don't
if I
understand
can
that.
go to the World Cup, which is in Italy or something like that, well, next one is in Russia, basic, perfect.
How much would it be to go to an actual World Cup game?
It's,
Ticket would be what?
I don't know. It depends on where you're sitting, what country it's in.
I imagine. Okay, let's
Just
go.
to
Let's
to
go
the
minimum.
Super Bowl.
Let's go.
Talk about the Super Bowl. Something we all know about. Like you can't get
Alex is like, what? Something
too?
we all know about?
well, you can't get a ticket for the Super Bowl for like less than $1,000 because it's just the number one thing.
And World Cup, since it's the entire world going to this event, it's about the same thing.
So Oculus sets up one set of cameras that everybody can
That
remote
millions
into,
could see if you just have the Oculus Rift.
charge $30 a piece at least.
I'd
you know,
pay
it's gonna
it.
be ridiculous.
I'd pay it hands down because you're right there on the field. And then if they just set up multiple cameras around and you can switch if you wanted to, and you still have that full, or you have that at least 180-degree angle of change. You know,
What
look.
about the people who are physically there in worse seats? Why would they go? Why not just stay at home and?
Well, because there's just a magic about being
There
in
is.
the arena.
There
when
is a
things
definite.
happen.
There's a different feel.
Why not? Because
for
the same
being
thing is
there.
saying, why don't they just stay home and watch it on TV?
Yeah, why don't they? That's also my argument. But I was providing it with
You
something
see,
that made
Alex?
more
But
sense.
no, that fit. Yeah,
There's a magic.
You've been to sports games, right?
Have you been to a sports? And
When was
baseball
the
doesn't
last-
count because that's
The
white
last
people.
time Alex was a
Yeah.
sports game, he was about yay high.
That's terrible.
Yeah, it's probably
you
true.
gotta,
actually,
you gotta go to. You gotta get out there, man.
No, I really don't.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
I was underneath Arco Arena when I was a child.
Okay.
like a fell on you.
Well, I know.
Yeah, no, it fell on me. No,
They-
my
they-
mom,
they
my
built
mom
it
worked
upon him.
there, and I would go with her to work because she couldn't find a babysitter sometimes.
But that's not the game being played right there.
I have also seen the game, and I've been like, oh right, yeah, I'd rather be down there at the truck. And then when I'm down there, like, this sucks.
Well, if you're not a sports fan, I guess.
I don't sport.
You know.
I sported once, and it wasn't great.
I went to, going to like the Sac Republic games this year.
I did goal all the scores, though.
Oh, man. That's so terrible.
There were downs touched.
Terrible. We're going to the next one.
Let's move on, please.
Let's see.
I like your
there
sports
was a
analogies, Alex.
Kickstarter little problem with the game Stalker.
No, Ariel, right?
Ariel?
Ariel?
Oh, it was the same game, basically?
Ariel?
Developer West Games claimed to be working on a successor to the classic shooter Stalker, but things quickly turned out to be far more complicated and shady, not Slim Shady, regular shady, than they appeared.
Fat Shady?
From claims that Vladimir Putin liked their game to a total inability to answer basic questions about the tiny budget or even show off screenshots. The game careened into controversy and was ultimately canned by Kickstarter.
Wow,
I'm
Kickstarter
proud of you for
stepped
reading
in.
Korean correctly.
I read good sometimes.
Nah.
What happens when Kickstarter careens something? Do you get your money back?
I believe so. I don't think the money releases until
The money
Just go into the
hits
ether
goal.
and then.
So the money you don't actually, when you do a Kickstarter, they don't actually take your money until they hit the goal.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, until they hit
If
the
it doesn't
goal.
hit goal at that day, the deadline, nobody's money gets drawn, and they have to like resubmit and try it again.
I never played the first Stalker game, so I don't know
Alex?
if it was any good. Did you play it, Alex? Yeah.
Stalker?
Stalker? No, I've
No?
never played it. I do know some people who have played it, though.
And they said,
It's good. It's buggy, but so that's the thing is like they're creating this kind of like alternate thing, so you really like get into the universe and do stuff, and it has pretty good systems in it, but it's also really buggy and kind of wonky, and so you will. That's part of the charm of it, though. You know, it's kind of this buggy little fun game that you play and you can kind
It's
of
one of
fall
those,
into.
one of those cult following
I feel
games.
like
Yes.
Kickstarter itself was a big controversy in a lot of ways. Like even to that Freddie Wong's partner trying to make that Minecraft movie. Like there's just a lot of weird Kickstarter campaign
The
things.
Yogscast doing their thing too.
and failing
Yeah,
miserably.
and basically what it is a lot of people trying to figure out what is Kickstarter. Like, what am I doing when I put my money on Kickstarter, and what am I supposed to expect back from it?
The girl with 3 boobies.
That was just terrible. That was another controversy, not gaming wise, but these guys said Vladimir Putin liked their game. Like,
Why? Why can't you say that though? That's kind of funny. I mean, maybe if you're
yeah,
doing
but
it
I
in
bet you,
jest.
I'm thinking, and it says
can-
claims, so I'm thinking they were serious in all this.
Well,
you
it's
know.
like, and you can use that line, Vladimir Putin likes our game, if you have other credible things that are already, you know, if the whole thing, like it's an actual trailer for the game, and it's like joking, you know, everybody does those trailers. Borderlands does those types of trailers or whatnot, where they just kind of go all ape shit crazy with their things.
People saying crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it seems like they just didn't have anything tangible for this game.
Exactly.
So
and that's happened a lot with these things where
With
people have been like,
Kickstarter.
I'm going to give towards this idea. And then they don't get what they thought they were going to get. And they're like, you guys ripped me off. And it's like, nah, it's not like that, though.
It ain't like that.
I like the ones that promise, that have a long list of bullet points saying this is what we are going to do. Like, we need money, and then the where the money's being spent towards.
That's
what?
really cool when they can break down a budget like
Yes,
that.
that's
because that's what you need, and people have figured out that's what you need to be able to get a lot of
It
people.
should be
on
like
board.
a basic business plan, then, right? Isn't that how it works?
But when
a
Kickstarter
lot of
started,
stupid
what do you
people.
think it was?
Well, yeah, Wild
it was
West.
people. Yeah, it was
It's-
people with a dream, a
Uncharted.
hope, and a wish.
Uncharted territory.
All right, what do we got next?
on the next one, games are actually sexist. I'm going to put a question mark right there.
But many people have decided that.
No, many people haven't decided that. One person decided that, and the whole world agreed.
It's not true.
Sarkeesian decided that.
Very not true. You're aggressively wrong now.
I mean, I don't even have to read the whole thing. Everybody knows games are sexist. We just talked about that before with the old Gamergate and stuff like that, and that kind of bleeds into that as well. But my reply to that would be sex sales, devil advocate right now.
Well, I think my official stance would be that that it's a very healthy conversation to be had on if a game is sexist or if it's not, and there should be games that get released and arguments on both sides of the coin. What's not okay is the abusive nature of the internet towards people and the hostility of threatening people's lives and leaking personal information.
Well, that's
where the line is.
This is where it comes. Did you watch Sarkeesian's videos?
I saw her on Colbert.
No. She has full blown YouTube videos where she talks about how women in games are used as like
a backdrop,
just backdrops,
or a goal.
Damsel,
They're not humanized.
Yeah, they're not. They're things.
They don't have agency over what they want to do.
Exactly. And
I don't think that's a controversy.
Really? That's the whole point of it. Is that
that's not a controversy. That's a healthy debate, and that's fine.
Well, the controversy is people are saying that's not even a thing.
Yeah,
that's fine too.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. You can. You got to have both extremes, and both extremes can have their hash it out, and the truth will always be in the middle. That's just the way it's always going to be.
So how would you feel if this whole rest of Xbox One, PS4 console generation, all the main characters were female, and the objective was saving the male character?
I don't care.
Men are not going to care about that one. Definitely. The guys.
I don't see how this is controversy. I see how it's relevant. I don't think I'm not trying to smash it and say it's not relevant and that it's not important, but I don't see it as a controversy.
I mean, I think it's only because now that graphics are getting better and we're seeing like back in the day when it's like pixelated stuff. I don't think it doesn't hit you as this is real.
Right. I was going to say, like, more recently, more people are playing video games. They look better. They're everywhere.
Yeah.
And if you're being flooded with these ideas of, a woman is just a goal, or, that you have to go save them or whatever, things along those lines, they don't have agency of their own life. That's not good. And the idea, there's a lot of people who are like, that's perfectly fine. Like, that's the way it's been. That's the way it should be. And it's okay. And people are getting called out for saying that there's like in the thing, it says Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes is apparently violently sexist. And Bayonetta 2 was overtly over-sexualized, as it was.
Yeah, that's true with the Metal Gear.
So,
but that's just stupid. Like, it's jokes. I don't think they're taking themselves seriously.
Metal Gear Solid takes themselves
with the cardboard box. I think they're talking about the cardboard box that pops up and it's got like a girl in a bikini, and then the stupid guards, drop their post to go look at the...
So the thing is, that's always been a thing in gaming, right? And the guys who make that will continue to make that because they think it's okay.
Just don't buy it.
I'll
join your guys' cause. I'm not going to buy Metal Gear.
Well, I never bought any Metal Gears, but
2 was good.
But this goes back to the thing where
I like
when I was talking about the things that we need to see kind of out of games, and I was kind of divided on the treating games as art, because then they have to reflect we have to hold it to the same standards that we hold art. So that means it's going to reflect society and stuff like that. So if people are putting this type of stuff in the game, then what does that say about us as a people?
This is argument, and this whole situation is nothing that hasn't been in movies for years and years and years.
A movie is not interactive the same way.
That's the big thing.
Like in Grand Theft Auto, you can go around and kill all the hookers. So that's a thing you can really do.
Think
now,
about,
if you watch a movie about it, that's a story that someone's telling. This one is you're doing it. Now, why are you doing that?
Think about,
why is it allowing you to do that?
Now I can see what you're saying. Controversial, no, but I do see where you're going.
But I mean, that is controversial because it used to be, like you said, just pixels. It used to be just pixels and a car moving, and you're like, oh, okay, we're done. That's not a thing. Like, you don't have connection to that. Now, when they look more human, you're starting to gain ideas of incorrect ways to deal with the world, basically.
So when the gaming rating system came out, what, the MSRP?
ESRB.
MSRP?
Manufacturer suggested retail price.
LMNOP.
It was something.
ABCD.
There was nothing beforehand, before Mortal Kombat. And
Correct.
Mortal Kombat was the big thing that went to
started it.
Freaking
Create
court and all that bull crap. And that's when it really kind of shifted towards like, oh crap, this is realistic looking stuff. And even though you can't rip somebody's head off with a freaking, with your one bare hand.
I accidentally did that the other day.
So, but think about when bad situations happen. A kid, shoots up a school. What game was he playing?
Doom.
It's not what movie was he watching. What book did he read?
What
parent?
Because it's what
was
he was
in his
doing.
Because it's
what was he doing?
So the interactive thing is very important because they blame it on video games first. They literally look straight to the video games when kids do anything bad.
Every time.
Oh, that kid killed a frog. What was he doing? He's playing Frogger. We got to get it off the shelves now.
Actually, killing animals is a sign of
serial
killer. So I mean, if your kids kill frogs, watch out.
All right.
All right. The next one on there, I got to scroll up. Sorry.
Dark Souls 2.
Dark Souls 2. Where do you see that?
Gets major graphics
downgrade. Isn't as good as Dark Souls.
Well, Dark Souls 1, as frustrating as it was unplayable by Aaron Carter. So I'm going to move this on to
Not
anybody
surprising.
else. I didn't like it.
Oh,
You know
said it was
what?
not playable. Not that you didn't like it.
Okay, so here's the thing. I played the game, and
Did
'cause
you?
it was
It
free.
sounds like you said you couldn't play it.
No, it was free on the little free with gold, whatever.
Yeah.
And Noel was like, "You're gonna love this game," because Noel loves this game. So I started playing.
Noel loves every game he's currently playing.
I started getting into it a little. You know, I understand there's a huge punishment type of thing, but then, you know, I like the little small reward that I would get when I actually did succeed in something. Yeah. Get up to that first boss where, you know,
you have to jump on
you
the
have to jump on
bridge.
this. Yeah, so I jumped down on him. I lose multiple times, and I'm like, I'm going to beat this thing. Finally, after all the frustration, I beat this boss. Turn the corner, go around, walk across the bridge, dragon blows me up.
Did you
Not a minute after.
Did you take time to survey the area?
No, I took time to walk
Who do you
across
think,
the
your
damn.
arrow?
Really? Yeah. Exactly. I just walked across the bridge,
Well-
thinking, you know, it's time to go to the next save point at least. And no, a dragon burns me to death, and I was like, I threw my hands in the air again and said,
to be
"Never."
fair, you did miss an audio cue. There is an audio cue before you go over that bridge.
Well, see, I'm not listening for audio cues and stuff like
Then you're
that.
playing the game wrong.
Yep.
Because nobody, you know why? Because nothing said, hey, audio cues might alert you to
That's-
some
Oh, I'm
dangers.
sorry that the game doesn't give you a detailed strat guide.
It doesn't need to be detailed. It could just be
that's
like,
the idea behind the game. Is it's
a rogue type game. They're not
and
supposed to teach
and I
you
understand
everything.
that's fine.
Is
That's
it?
100% fine for those who
seem
like
upset
those
by it.
things. No, and I said for
Are you upset,
those
sir?
who like those
Sir,
things.
are you upset?
I am not.
Are you sure?
I'm
You mad, bro?
positive.
You calm,
Bro, you mad?
bro? You
So
mad?
those that like that game, that's fine. And it's coming out with sequel and reimaginings.
Bloodborne?
And, yeah, Bloodborne's coming out. So there's going to be more sadomasochists that like hurting themselves all the live long day. And they can, I guess, now? Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, there
we
we
will.
go.
And we will. We will enjoy our rogue type games without you.
And moving right along, everybody.
Basically, it was bullshot, is what they're saying, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Games do that from time to time. I don't
All
know if
the time.
Dark Souls was that big controversial, though, for the whole year. That's what we're talking about here?
I think whoever wrote it was a big Dark Souls fan and really
Maybe.
got upset.
It is funny seeing that on some of the like sites though, like Forbes and stuff like that. If you see something where they're like, "This was a huge deal," and it's like, "This will affect many people," it's like, no, it won't. As I know a lot of gamers, and they're not affected by it.
Yeah.
You're just really mad it messed up your game, Mister Guy who plays only one game because you work at Forbes. I get that.
Wow.
You know?
Yep. No,
He's like,
Hey,
actually,
he's got a lot of other really
I
important
play-
business things to do.
Right.
I play at Forbes, Dark Souls, and Sudoku. Out there. And Sudoku 2 was great.
I have brain age on the DS. as well.
Exactly. Huge controversy for big Ubisoft fans the whole year for Ubisoft.
Oh, yeah.
They seem to just take it in the nads
new
game after game.
The new EA, as I've seen.
It's so sad to see them fall too.
yeah, they were.
But for as much as they've done right in past games, when you looked at their lineup for this year, they were bound to fail.
Yeah,
There's too much
They've
this
been
year.
they've been downslipping this whole time.
Yeah. So, I mean, maybe this is a good thing in all, because Watch Dogs came out, kind of was glazed over.
Completely.
The bug source of Unity was just, I don't know.
Man, it's
so
such
glitchy.
an ambitious game, and it looked awesome.
And I was
but
hyped for
it's
it.
So glitchy.
That was one of my, if you could probably listen from another podcast, the earlier one, that was one that I was definitely hyped for.
Yeah,
For
you were.
Assassins.
Yeah, you
Usually you hear like, yeah, this game's glitchy, and then you play the game and you can go through hours and not witness any bugs. In this one, I was at the store here. Yeah, this game's glitchy. I see the game owner or the Gamers Fun Club. The guy was playing, and I was just kind of peeking over his shoulder, glitching. Fell through the map. I go to my house. to
Falling
actually
through
play
the
it.
map.
Yeah. You
That's
gotta-
a beta.
Those are
That's
people you got to
me.
assassinate
That's
down
a
there.
I'm free running through the city. I'd like leap over this table, and then my guy just stops in midair and just stands up, and he's just hovering like 2 feet in front of the thing. I can't move.
Did
There's not like a clear.
He got tased.
I had a dream
Yeah.
like that.
Did I tell you guys about my glitch experience with Unity?
Was it the
I
one
went-
where your NPCs were just walking in?
No. I was playing. I did a multiplayer online. Finished the whole mission. Guy, one of my teammates dies. I go back to save him. I'm literally about to escape. Go back to save him because I'm a good teammate. Go back, save him. I'm running out. I go to jump on a broken wheelbarrow, and my character freezes. Just can't move. I can crouch and stand up. Can't attack. Can't use items. Can't do anything. Thankfully, the teammate that I saved was another good teammate. He went and lured guards over to kill me so that he could revive me, so I could move again.
It's a game
But it was like a
mechanic.
10-minute. It was a
that's a
10-minute.
beta.
It was a 10-minute experience of sitting there just stuck, frozen.
What I
It
don't
was
understand
frustrating.
though is why did all these problems happen? Like, why did they just pile
They
up?
got too big. They didn't test. They weren't able
I
to
think
test
Q&A
enough.
is
They
gone
weren't
down.
able, or they just
No, I'm
I
sure
think-
they had a deadline, and
Yep.
that they were like, we have to meet this deadline.
Yep.
There's no other things we can do.
Mm-hmm.
And QA was probably like, we have all these bugs. It's like, we'll fix it in a day 0 patch. We'll fix it in the first patch. It won't be that big a deal. And then lo and
It
behold,
was.
it will,
And-
because people play video games.
And the funny thing is, I think Unity got pushed back 2 weeks because it was either Unity or Rogue was supposed to launch at the end of October, and they pushed it to the second week of November so they could launch together with both Assassins on the same day. So
People I know who have played both all love Rogue way better than Unity.
Rogue didn't really chart new land with Rogue other than storyline. Other than that, it's Black Flag with a new story.
right.
Yeah.
So
That's the thing.
And the picture that I'm looking at here with the glitched face and her eyeballs, like just
You know,
Crazy as
that's
hell.
why women aren't playable in Unity, is because, I mean, look at how hard they are. Clearly, they can't even give them a
super
face.
hard.
yeah.
There was another one where it
The
was just
worst.
one like where they looked like the characters lost all their bones and flopped on the ground, and the woman just laying there. It's like, yep, I get that. Women are hard to animate in the game.
I just imagine one guy that's never seen a woman ever at all is like, this is what they look like, right?
Wasn't that the excuse like that Call of Duty used to? Because they're just now adding women into the game, and there was like some terrible excuse.
I think
on
that
why
was
they
the
didn't have
internet bringing that up, saying, yeah, women are hard to render and
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's because Unity said it first.
yeah.
That's terrible. This one might ruffle your feathers again here, Corey.
it. Oh yeah, all right, let's go.
You ready to get
Destiny.
I'm ready.
Destiny. I'm sorry. My brother came up to me using that word.
Kerfuffle?
Yes.
Yes.
And he
That's
was,
a great
Making
word.
a comeback.
and
Yeah.
Smart young lad.
he was like, I said, don't use that if you don't know what it means. He's like, I know what it means. And I was like, I don't even know what it means. What?
So you're saying your brother can't know anything that you don't know?
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
You will learn exactly what I know.
That's
And
generally how it
only-
goes with siblings.
And only what I know.
All right.
Destiny. Destiny has been the most hyped game of the year, but for many has been the most disappointing of the year as well.
That happens every year.
Your
with every
mileage
game.
may vary.
That's like a whole another sentence. Can I get to that one?
No.
Your mileage may vary, everybody.
Your mileage may vary.
Your mileage may vary,
Will
everybody.
it?
It was largely disappointed by the lackluster story? What?
I don't know if it was a lackluster story
That is the
as
law.
much as just not a story
I can't.
whatsoever.
I can't think.
I wouldn't say the story was lackluster, but I would say it was a little bit on the short side. And
Oh my gosh. Do you not hear?
I don't hear what the problem is.
Because are you
I
deaf?
don't either.
It's called post-processing.
Yeah, it's clearly Destiny had no story. Peter Dinklage was very small.
Why are you yelling right now?
Small. He had a small part in the game.
He's not even in the DLC.
Oh my gosh!
Really?
Really?
Yeah, it's like some other chick that's like kind of guiding you through.
Do they read their lines better?
Horrible.
It's about the same.
What did Peter Dinklage tell about the Gamers Funk Lab tournament that's going on? I felt like it wasn't. It didn't really do anything to be like, oh, Bungie is now
It
the
didn't
best.
break the paradigm
Yeah,
and
no,
be
it
the best.
didn't do anything crazy.
You know what? I forgot.
You forgot
You
about the
forgot
game that you've been
you
playing.
forgot your point.
Yeah.
You just spent all night playing this game, level 30.
I did hit level 30, and I did tell some guys, I'm getting in the habit now of when I'm playing with people on the LFG, before I leave, I say, all right, thanks. Be sure to check out nerdreactor.com, listen to
Nice.
the video game, bang! And then a bunch of guys now are like, whoa, wait, what is that? Am I going to be on the podcast? No, you're not going to be on the podcast, but I'll mention you guys. So,
She'd be like, you never know.
You
who
doing
was I
shout
playing
outs?
with? Yeah, I'll do a shout out. I can't remember their names.
Good job.
Wow. That's hilarious.
The guy from the UK. Yeah, he
I
knows
like
who
playing
he
with
is.
the UK people.
Yeah,
They're
nice.
They're lovely people.
They're lovely people, and they have been ever since they came from Mars.
Yeah. What do we got? This is not controversial. People got expectations.
I think it's controversial in the idea that the hype machine went so strong on it.
I think the hype machine went strong on a lot of games this year.
Whose
though.
fault is
Way
that? though?
too many
Whose
games
fault
this
is
year.
it? It's
It's-
the people's fault.
It's your fault, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I really love the game. I'm excited about it. I didn't say one thing to hype it that I didn't mean or that I don't stick by.
I agree.
I've been playing old games, so it doesn't. I don't know. Let's just hope and pray that there will be no more major controversies like this in 2015. Like all games.
That's wishful
Not
thinking.
happening.
I know.
Bless
but
your heart, you beautiful dreamer.
Yeah,
Never
number
change.
one?
had to.
Yeah.
We can talk about
number one was Gamergate. We
Oh.
talked about it the whole show.
We talked about it already.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, we're good.
So yeah, we've covered everything. Hopefully, there's no more Gamergate. Hopefully, there's no more buggy games 2015. For Cory, Alex, and Jada, I'm Aaron saying no more controversy, everybody.
No.
Please.
Game over gate.
Keep it real.
How about that?
Oh, I forgot to say Sir Aaron Carter.
I do let you bang. Hey. Let me bang again, man. I let you bang. I let you bang. I let you bang. Now go fuck yourselves.
Nikki, what did you?